Okay, so let's talk about Bollinger Band breakouts. You've probably heard of them. Maybe you've even traded them. They're super popular because they promise to get you into those huge, explosive market moves. But, there's a massive and pretty costly flaw in how most people trade them. And today, we're going to build a smarter framework to fix that. So let's be real for a second. Have you ever had this happen? You see the price just pop outside the bands. You jump into a trade thinking, yes, this is the big one, only to watch it whip right back around and stop you out just a few moments later. It is so frustrating, right? It's incredibly common, and it's the main question we really need to answer. And this picture, man, it just says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you have the dream, the allure of catching that massive, fast-moving trend. But on the other side, the reality for most traders, just getting chopped to pieces by one fake out after another. So here it is, the number one mistake, the biggest trap people fall into is treating every single touch of a Bollinger Band as some kind of signal. That is not a strategy. It's really just a recipe for trading random market noise. The bands themselves aren't magic, and a simple touch on its own means almost nothing. So if that's the wrong way, what's the right way? How do we find the real signals? Well, the secret isn't actually in the breakout itself. No, the real secret is in the specific market condition that comes before it. We need to look for something I like to call energy building. It's all about potential. And this right here, this is the absolute key. It's called volatility compression, but traders have a cooler name for it, the squeeze. I want you to really picture this, okay? Think of it like a coiled spring. When the Bollinger Bands narrow and get really tight, it means volatility is shrinking. The market's getting quiet, it's consolidating, and it's building up all this pent-up energy for a potentially huge move. This is the setup we hunt for. All right, so we know what we're looking for. Now let's build the actual system. We need a structured, repeatable process that filters for only these high-quality setups and gives us really clear rules to follow. And here it is, our 4-step breakout framework. This is our game plan, super simple. It's a sequence. First, we identify the compression. Second, we wait for the breakout. Third, we demand confirmation. And finally, and this is maybe the most important, we strictly apply our risk rules. Let's dig into each one. Step 1, identify that compression. Think of this as your filter. It's like the bouncer at a club door. We are explicitly looking for periods where those bands are way tighter than they've been recently. We are not interested in trading during normal, choppy markets. We're waiting patiently for that coiled spring moment. This step alone will keep you out of so many bad trades. Okay, next up, step B, the breakout trigger. And listen close, because the key word here is close. We have to see a full candle body close outside the band. That long little wick that just pokes its head out and then sips right back in, that's a classic trap. It doesn't count. Waiting for the close is such a simple discipline, but it filters out a ton of noise. Step 3 is all about confirmation. Look, a single candle breaking out is interesting, but it's often not enough. How many times have we seen it just poke out and then snap right back, killing our trade? We need proof. We need to see follow through. This could be a second candle that keeps the momentum going, or maybe the price breaks a recent high or low. This is the step that turns a possible breakout into a high-quality signal. And finally, the step that actually keeps you in the game, your risk rules. Any strategy is totally worthless without a clear "I'm wrong" button. So what tells us the idea failed? It's simple. If the price closes back inside the bands, the entire premise of the trade was a breakout. A move back inside proves that premise was wrong. That's our invalidation point. No guessing, no hoping, the trade is just off. So when you put all these pieces together, you really start to see why this kind of structured approach is so much more powerful. It's because we've essentially built a really smart filtering mechanism, one that helps us separate all that random market noise from a real potential signal. Just look at this, side by side. The typical approach, the way most band touch bots trade, it has no filter. It just trades noise. The trigger is just anything touching the band, and the rules super vague. Our framework, though, is a professional process. We use compression as the filter. The trigger is a confirmed close outside the band, and we have a crystal clear invalidation rule. It's really the difference between guessing and actually executing a plan. And that brings us to what I think is the most important takeaway of all. This isn't really about trying to predict the future. It's about a fundamental shift in your mindset, a shift from prediction to just following a process. I love this quote. It says it all. The agent's job isn't to predict, it's to enforce the same decision process every time. See, our job isn't to be some kind of market psychic. Our job is to be a disciplined operator who just executes a high-quality process over and over again. Consistency in your process is what leads to consistency in your results. So you gotta understand, by following a framework like this, you're not just getting a trading setup, you are building a consistent, repeatable plan. You're building an edge, and it's one that you can apply methodically across pretty much any market or time frame you want to trade. And that leaves us with one final, essential question you've got to ask yourself. When you really look at your own trading, is it based on a concrete, repeatable process like the one we've just laid out? Or is it based on a gut feeling, a hope, a prediction? Because honestly, the answer to that question will make all the difference in the world.